Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be making a very beautiful Play-Doh Lion. So let's begin. The things we're going to need today are some black Play-Doh, some white Play-Doh, some yellow Play-Doh, orange Play-Doh, Play-Doh knife, pen, and a Play-Doh mold. Alright, let's get started. Now take some yellow Play-Doh and roll it out into a large, thick tube. Take the Play-Doh knife and cut off a piece of it. Roll it in your hands and make it a nice, clean ball, perfectly spherical. Now take some more yellow Play-Doh, take off another piece and cut it into two and roll that in your hand. This time, instead of a ball, roll it into a tube but taper it at one end. It means make it a little bit more narrow on one end than the other, just a little bit. Now cut off some more yellow Play-Doh. Again, cut it in half. Roll it in your hands and taper this also. These can be a little bit shorter. Now you have 4 pieces of yellow Play-Doh that are all like tubes but a little bit narrow at one side. Now take some more yellow Play-Doh, a bigger piece now, and roll it in your hands. Take the yellow and roll it into 2 equal-sized balls. Then push down a little bit with your palm to flatten it slightly. And now take that last piece of Play-Doh, roll it in your hands, but this time roll it thin, very thin. This is going to become the tail of the lion. And time to make 2 more balls, smaller now, again equal size. Now we have all our parts and it's time to assemble all the parts together. Now take one of the balls and attach the 2 other flattened sides to equal the leg. It's funny because it doesn't look like a leg until you attach its feet. So you take 2 more of those balls, the smaller ones, and just attach them at the very bottom. These are the feet. But to make it look more realistic, you're going to need to do a little bit of detail. So take the Play-Doh knife and just etch in some toes. See how simple it is? Just make a couple lines and you've created toes. Before we get started, you want to make sure you're matching the same size. So take the 2 small Play-Doh balls that you have and line them up with your other 2 feet. Are they about the same size? That's great. Now attach them to the front because you want them to be in a seating position. Make sure you do a little bit of detailing so that you create the toes also. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 feet and 4 legs. All right, now put that aside. Now take another yellow piece of Play-Doh, make a ball out of it. Now take the small piece of yellow Play-Doh and attach it to the bigger round ball. This is going to be the mouth for the lion's face. Use the Play-Doh mold for some detailing. Press it right on the face. Good, now put that aside. Now grab some white Play-Doh, roll it nicely, cut out a part of it and then cut 2 little pieces out of it. Now you have your 2 little pieces, roll them in your hands and make a ball out of those. Now attach these on top of the mouth. These are going to be the mustache of the lion. For the nose, let's take some black Play-Doh. And roll a little bit round and attach it on top of the mustache. And there you go, right on top of the mustache. Hard to see that that's the face right now, but when we put it all together, you'll be surprised. It's going to be a very beautiful lion. Now take some more yellow Play-Doh and roll it into 2 small balls. 1, 2. But just keep them aside for now. Now it's time for some orange Play-Doh. Roll it out into a nice tube. Cut off a small portion of it and roll that again. This is going to become the hair of the lion. So you want to roll it smoothly and evenly until it's a nice tube. Then cover it around the face of the lion. Now take a little bit more orange Play-Doh and roll it. Draw some lines on it with a Play-Doh knife, just like that, and then keep it aside. Again, let's take some more orange Play-Doh, make a small ball out of it. And again with the knife, give some lines to it. Then give it a little twist so that the lines form a kind of a swirl. See what we've done there? Now attach it to some yellow Play-Doh, and that's going to become the tail of the lion. Okay, now let's go back to the face. I want to take the orange circular hair and carefully take that out. And with the knife, give it some lining, some detail. That is, make it look real. Now we're going to assemble the head with the body. To do that, we're going to use a straw. Insert the straw into the body part so that it's sticking up. And then carefully now, push it through the back of the face while also keeping the hair all around. In addition to the straw, you can add a little bit of orange Play-Doh at the back of the head and pushing it against the back of the head so that the head stays upright. Great! Now let's take those 2 yellow balls and attach them. These are going to be the ears of the lion. You can use the mold or the pen to do a little bit of indentation. After all this work in assembling it together, make sure that the lining on the hair of the lion looks good. So use the knife again for any detail, just some final indentation. We're almost done. Use the pen to make 2 dots for the eyes of the lion. Good, strong dots. And the sharp point of the pen to make little holes, tiny indentations in the mustache. Faces come alive. And now finally, attach the tail. And there you have it. A cute and very handsome looking Play-Doh lion is ready. Isn't he adorable? Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more interesting Play-Doh videos.